and welcome. In this session, I'm going to take you through on how to replace the main motor gear in Kyocera Meter KM2050. So ensure you have all the required tools to be used during the process. So the first thing you need to know, you need to have the compatible screwdriver. You also need to have the main motor gear and any other required tools. So the first step you're going to do, ensure that you turn off your machine and disconnect the power cord from the main source of power. Then now going to remove the rear case or cover and then part of the side cover for you to be able to work smoothly and easily access the main motor gear. So first we've removed the covers. So we're now going to remove this fan. If we briefly talk about the importance of the fan helps in cooling the system because we have the fuser section which continuously gets hot while the copier is printing or performing the tasks as required by the user. So it need to be not be very hot because it may damage other sections of the machine. So you're now removing the power pack and ensure that you place the screws in a well positioned area and well labeled for easy. This will make it easy for you to return them when you are reassembling the machine. So you carefully remove the power pack. Then the next thing, you're going to remove the fan. So you need to remove all the screws and the locks that are attached to the fan. So after removing them, this is how the rear side of the machine looks. So this is the main motor. The main motor is like the perform major functions in the machine. It's where gives power or help the other gears to rotate. For example, the fuser unit, the drum unit, the dev unit. When that gear is spoiled, then it will affect the general functionalities of the machine, including pushing paper from tray or the bypass tray, and also the paper may not go through the drum section. So we're going to remove this main motor. So ensure you remove all the screws carefully. At this point, you're not applying any force. Just ensure that all the screws are removed. So it has 4 screws. Ensure you remove them and then carefully remove the main motor to ensure that all the gears will still be in position. At this point, we have removed the main motor. So the entire pack. So this is the rear side after removing the main motor and the power pack. So as you can see, there are also a number of gears in this place. You can also replace the others if need be, but in our case we are focusing more on the main motor gear. So you can also clean the machine, all the gears. In this case today you will not be doing it, but I'll do a video on the same, how to properly clean like a professional. So This is the main motor gear you're going to replace. So these you'll see we have 5 gears attached to this, 6 gears attached to the main motor section. So the main motor gear is this big one. It's the big one in this section. So you ensure you've placed it correctly. That gear must be in contact with the motor. So the motor will help rotate the main motor gear, which will also help rotate the other gears like the Z40 and the gear that is directly attached to the fixing section. These are causes coordination with all the gears. So you're going to return. So you carefully place the main motor and ensure you rotate them very well to make sure that they are in the correct position. When you rotate the main motor, you will see that all the other gears are rotating. This means that you've properly fixed the main motor gear. Now it's time to restore or add the screws. So you properly add the screws and make sure that the main motor is in the correct position. This will help for 100% functionalities. Then the next thing you need to understand is all the gears must be well positioned. Now we're going to restore or going to put the fan. So you carefully place the fan, ensure that the cables are well placed. This makes the flow of the work easy and no cables should be damaged at this point. So you restore the cables properly. So after doing that, so you will make sure that everything is well in position, just the same way you disassembled this place or the machine. So now assembling is just like a reverse reaction. So now the first step, that the last one, now during assembling, that will be the first one to return to the machine. So you have successfully restored the fan. So you're now going to ensure that all the cables are properly connected to their port or to where they're supposed to be. Now we are turning the power pack. Every part of this machine has their functionalities and which must work hand in hand with the other. This is a system, and just a brief description of a system. A system is a collection of independent entities that work together to perform a specific task or a desired task to achieve a desired task by the end user. For example, the drum unit or the imaging unit works in placing the content on the paper. Then the fixing section helps in burning the content to the paper, that is carbon to stick to the paper. You have the scanner unit, which you can only scan, or the duplex unit. So everything works independently, but you'll need them together for you to achieve a specific or a desired task which will be helpful by the user. So when we turn on the machine, you will see that when the main motor gear rotates, these other gears will rotate. So that means you've done it successfully. So thank you for watching. Stay intact for more and comment below the type of content you